What's going on, y'all? I'm back here with another video, and as you can see in the title, this video is about the Mr. Prada situation. So let's get down to business. First things first, if you don't know who Mr. Prada is, he is a viral TikToker that was displaying some signs of, I guess, mental issues on TikTok. He cut off all of his hair, and just the videos that he was making was, a little off. So, everyone in the media that followed him obviously knew he was already going through a hard time. But recently, about a couple of days ago, a video went viral of him. It looked like he was driving over a huge, I don't even know what it was, like one of those things that people put plants in or whatever. But basically, Mr. Prada was arrested for allegedly murdering his therapist, and I just came on here to talk about that. So, according to some rumors that I've heard and seen online, people are stating that Mr. Prada was sexually assaulted or whatever by his therapist. And it was also said that there was a little boy that reported the therapist, but apparently it wasn't Mr. Prada that they were referring to. I guess it was another victim. So right now it's just a lot of speculation as to what happened, but I think that he's actually been charged with second-degree murder. And they said that they found the body in a tarp. And then they are also stating that Mr. Prada was, when it happened, I think it was at his apartment, or he was at Mr. Prada's apartment or whatever. Either way, that is wild, because at the end of the day, I mean, why was he even there? And I'm not talking about Mr. Prada. I'm talking about his therapist that is very old, by the way. And, rest in peace to the guy. I sent all of my condolences out, but apparently he was sexually harassing his clients. And, I feel like there's a lot of people in this world just like Mr. Prada that we don't pay attention to. We don't pay attention to people until things really happen. So it's like we see the signs on social media. We don't say anything until stuff gets so serious to the point where someone is murdered. Now we all want to pay attention and say that we're sorry for him, but the signs were there. He was in therapy. He was all over TikTok. And it's like, there's so many people out there like Mr. Prada that is struggling. You understand? And another thing that I want to bring up is Coly. Rest in peace, man. But I want to share with you all something that actually happened. Weirdly, the night before, well, it was the day before, but it was at night. The day before Lucas had passed, I was up on TikTok randomly looking for inspiration, watching some DDG videos, watching some J Cinco videos, and I decided to type in Coly. Out of nowhere, I typed in Coly on TikTok and was watching his TikToks. I mean, had to been like 12 a.m. or something like that, or like 11. It was very late. And the next day, I was scrolling on my phone and found out that he had passed. And honestly, that shocked me. That sent me through the roof, because it's like, wow, I literally just was on this dude's page, and now you're telling me that he passed. So I didn't know. I mean, I knew that him and Amber was together for a while, but I never knew that he was suffering mentally. And there's a lot of people online that's blaming Amber for his death, but we should not be blaming other people for people's death. You know, that was her boyfriend. I'm pretty sure she loved him very much. So at this time, we should just be nice. Like, social media is such a cruel place sometimes, and I feel like we could be very insensitive to certain situations, and then when stuff actually happens, like when people kill themselves, then we want to feel bad when we were literally kind of bullying them. So people need to leave her alone, because, you know, when at the end of the day, there are a lot of videos circulating around right now about Lucas, and apparently a lot of people noticed from a long time ago that he was suffering with some mental issues or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's not people's place to try to blame someone for someone else killing themselves. And like I said, I'm pretty sure it's hard for Amber. I could only imagine that it would be. And we just have to be nice, and we just have to be kind to people, because at the end of the day, man, I'm pretty sure she didn't want that to happen. I'm pretty sure she's distraught. And, you know, at the end of the day, we might love people, we might love our friends, we might love our family, we might love our partner, but at the end of the day, sometimes when you're struggling with that battle inside with yourself, it's so hard to overcome those feelings. It's so hard to, you know, like, people could offer their words to you, but it's like, people could offer their words to you, but it's like this at the end of the day. You offer your words to me, but I appreciate it. I do. But the struggle that people have deep inside is way greater than someone just saying, oh, I hope you feel better. Are you okay? You know, grateful, very grateful when people ask things like that. But at the end of the day, man, like, life is becoming very different. You know, since COVID-19, the prices of things have went up. I think there's a job shortage. Homes are literally like way overpriced, you know. And at the end of the day, everyone is just trying to survive. And it's not just about financially, it's about mentally as well, because there's a lot of people that's in the media like me. I've been in the media for a long time, and I feel like I'm not where I want to be with my likes and my views and all of that stuff. And I keep trying and picking it back up, but I do get those times where I get depressed. I get discouraged, because it's like, I want to do the things that I love. This is what I love. But it's like so hard to balance trying to do the things that you love and trying to live and trying to, and being a young adult is nothing that is easy. You understand? As a young adult, you guys know this. If you in your 20s, you know that this is grind years. These are years that you try to accomplish certain things for yourself. This is the years that you're building up for your 30s, so that you could hopefully retire. You know, I mean, that's my goal. I want to be retired by the time as I'm 25, 30 maximum. You understand? And it's a constant grind. And at the end of the day, sometimes being ambitious could be bad. What I mean by being ambitious could be bad, or actually being overly ambitious is the way that I would put it, or being an overachiever. So for me, I think that I probably have like bad ADHD or something. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I just get in these modes where it's like, I have to do this, I have to do that. And my mind doesn't shut off, and I keep going and I keep going until I get where I want to be. And it's like, if that goal seems far to you or hard, just try to tell yourself this. It only takes one video. It only takes one song. It only takes one move. Because today and tomorrow are two completely different days. tomorrow you could wake up and your entire life can change for the better, for the worse. Who knows? But be open to change and understand that things don't always work out in the way in which you want them to. So you have to always be open to change. And change is hard. But change can also be good because it pushes you to be in uncomfortable positions. Those positions that you might need to be in so that you can push yourself to be greater. You know, at the end of the day, there's a lot of people struggling with depression. I have a friend that had killed himself about 2 years ago. And, you know, I can't sit here and say that I don't understand why he did it. I can't sit here and say, oh, you know, because no one knows what the other person is going through. And that's why we have to be kind, especially on social media. People are not kind. You never know when that last straw for when it's that last straw for someone. You could be being mean to this person all day. Tomorrow they die and now you feel terrible. You understand? So yeah, man, I mean, rest in peace to Lucas, and I hope Mr. Prada gets the help that he needs, you know. And I know he's struggling mentally, so I don't believe that he should even be in prison. They should definitely try to get him some mental help, maybe put him in a mental facility or something before actually trying to put him in prison, because he needs help. And he's not going to get that help from being in prison, unfortunately. He needs professional help, and the help that he had failed him. And it's sad because it turned out the way it did. So, you know, just pray for one another and just keep trying to be the best version of yourself without overwhelming yourself, because sometimes you have to realize that the journey is way much greater than the destination, because the things that you go through build you up to be who you are to when you reach your end goal or where you want it to be. But the truth is, once you reach there, it's like, oh, okay, I knew I was gonna do it. You know what I mean? But anyway, y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications for me, please, and do all of that good stuff. Thank you.